official civil defense announcer. Civil defense authorities have determined that it is advisable for all persons to leave the city. Your safety and
Hey everyone, Dan back with another video, and if you haven't figured out by now, we're going to be taking a look at some civil defense items. And, you know, if you were living in 1950s America, that siren you heard in the beginning was probably the last thing you'd ever want to hear if it wasn't followed up by "this is a drill." So, what we have here is some items from a civil defense bunker. Just a few items, will be a short video, but some of the stuff they would have had in these bunkers in the event of a nuclear attack from the Soviet Union. So, first we have this drum, which was intended to be filled with drinking water, and also then could be used as a commode. So we'll take a look down the front here. Furnished by the Office of Civil Defense, Department of Defense, drinking water, 17.5 gallons. Got some instructions here to fill it, how to dispense it with the kit that would have been included, and then how to reuse it as a commode. Along with this, there would have been these large paper drums, one of them being to add to the collection, but you know, time and money, that would have had your toilet paper and all of the other like sanitary products to go along with this. So, something else they distributed at the time, this came from my grandmother's house, and these were little civil defense guides on how to prepare your house to be its own little survival shelter in the event of an attack. I framed it here to preserve it. Bus dates from the 1950s. So in addition to the drums of water that we filled, they also issued these cans, which came in cases of drinking water. And it's the H&M Packing Corporation, Glendale, California, is where this one was made. And I've seen some people open these up and drink them. Still okay. This one's dated January of 1954, it looks like. So, then they had these survival crackers that they put, and I really don't know what other foods would have been in the bunkers. I always see for sale the crackers and the water, but I imagine they had to have some other stuff, but maybe they just didn't hold up. This one was packed July 1962, made by the Kroger Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm not going to open this up. All I'm going to find inside is a bunch of musty old crackers, and there are some people I've seen open them up. They never taste good. They don't hold up very well. But you know, see, it says there's a total of 434 crackers per can, and you know, wheat flour, corn flour, vegetable shortening, corn sugar, salt. So pretty hearty cracker. And then in addition to in the bunkers, they also would have had some radiological detecting equipment, Geiger counters, as well as this is a dosimeter. So this would tell you how much radiation you've been exposed to. Just a simple pen, you could clip it to your shirt with a little clip there. Let's see. Take it out of the little package holder. So, gives you a Bendix Corporation with the official civil defense logo, and here's the box. So radiological dosimeter, one each, and made by the Bendix Corporation, Cincinnati, Ohio. So apparently Cincinnati must have been a hub for making of civil defense equipment. And lastly, the item here I have is a civil defense gas mask. This actually dates pre-Cold War to World War II. I'm going to put the camera back up there with me. But I imagine these still would have been floating around in these bunkers. So, really a simple type of gas mask, meant to be used by civilians. So, and the civil defense has its roots in World War II, and it went through the 1980s, pretty much when the fall of the Soviet Union happened. Civil defense kind of faded away, and FEMA kind of became the more modern version of civil defense. So you can see it's really a simple gas mask. You can read the instructions there if you'd like. Here's the original manual. And it's pretty similar with the print and everything if you look on it to the atomic attack booklet. So, you know, how well this stuff would have really have helped you in the event of a nuclear attack. You know, a lot of times these shelters were just in the basement of like the city hall. You know, they weren't hardened buildings, you know, for a to take a nuclear blast. But I guess if they weren't subject to a direct hit, they would have provided decent shelter from fallout. But I think all in all, really, they were just meant to be a kind of a morale booster, or, you know, peace of mind type deal than any real long-term survivability. So, but they were pretty well equipped. The government put a lot of money into these shelters, and you know, there's a lot of this stuff floating around. Hopefully, I'll add some more to the collection. Maybe do a follow-up video. But that's what I have for now, and, you know, thank goodness this stuff never actually had to be used. So questions, comments, leave them below, and I'll be back. I got some more in-depth videos planned, but once I get things settled around here, getting everything ready for winter time. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.